The Wick Tickler is back. Gotta love him.
Back like you never left.
I don't think you did ever leave, but I've missed your morning comment. You didn't have one yesterday.
No, I think I could be wrong. No, maybe I'm wrong. It was someone else had a morning comment yesterday.
Yeah, he says, for those of you who are listening, my wife isn't talking to me this morning. Our therapist asked us yesterday what intimacy means to us. And I said, when Matt, Bryce, and I share a sandwich. Maybe we should just invite his wife on the show.
I agree. We can, like I said, we're supposed to be his therapists, as according to Wick Tickler from a week ago. So
then she'll understand. She'll get a better perspective. We're good. We're good.
That's hilarious.
Yes. He also says he took 2 trades today. Market looks good. I agree. There's been some decent moves. Again, we've been saying this last couple of days. Feels like the market's definitely warming up. There are more and more trades. So let's go nail some. Let's find some. Bryce, do you want to start us off here?
I would love to. Give me just a second. I actually want you to add one more ticker to your watch list. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I probably shouldn't try it today, but I think I'm going to. Now let's start off, because we're going to be on the first Green Day trend here with me talking for just a second. I feel like I know, what stock I'm going to want to add, but BSLK, let's just start with that. It's towards the front of Matt's list here, because it's probably one of the better looking opportunities. This has been just really gapping down, or not gapping down, but like the last 5 days in a row, just been straight down. Today we're gapping up. Gap up first Green Day. It almost gapped up too much. Like it's done a lot of its move in pre-market. But that being said, I think it could probably try to test pre-market highs if it wants to show strength today. It's a really beaten down ticker on the daily chart. So right now I'm just going to be eyeing. It's under VWAP. I would really like to see this consolidate near VWAP, and then I would consider taking a VWAP break. But with it being so far underneath, for the time being, I'm probably not going to touch it until we get closer to that 530 level. But definitely a good one to keep a really close eye on. Now, on the first Green Day train is also NEGG. I've avoided it for a long time. I have not. Show a daily chart of this thing. Now, this one, it is almost so scary because it never has a good first Green Day. It actually did have one decent one during its first big run, but it wasn't a great first Green Day. I just think we're coming to a pretty key area of previous support on the chart. This $30 area was where Tom V said, I guess NEGG started chasing Bryce in his dreams again. Yeah, it did. This $30 area was weird because on that first breakout day, there was a really big, it went to 35, it halted down, dropped $5 a share, and then held there. And then ends up breaking out again. So this is just a key area more than anything else that I want to be keeping an eye on. Unfortunately, again, it's not shown much signs of strength lately, but yesterday was a pretty high volume day, more so than most of its other red days at a lower price. That can start to indicate a bottom. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not going to go crazy with it, and I'll let you know kind of if this starts setting up for something that I consider taking along on. I would expect it to work probably pretty similar to the way it normally does when it would break out. It's like you kind of just have to take a quick little stab out of the open and go from there. People love making fun of me and NEGG. NEGG is back. I think you dated a girl in college with that last name and you're still in love. No comment.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's move over to HWH, third day surge, and I'll let you take the rest from there. Listen, you guys might have been noticing just us talking about basically every morning we're like, oh, there's the Chinese scam ticker of the day. Now we have 2. We have HWH back. Listen, this is a nice looking chart, but the Chinese scam aspect of it just scares me a little bit too much. It's gosh, I never know what to make of these. I'm sure there's a good trade, but these are the ones that can just pull down $1 a share in the snap of a finger. I'll be keeping an eye on it through the $6 area. We've got our breakout close to $8. As we saw with IPDN yesterday, that third day surge, it worked until it didn't, and then it just got crushed. So this isn't one that if I miss a trade on it, I'm not going to be too mad because, again, those pulls can be nasty. They can happen quick. and I don't want to be sitting in front of a loss, but I'd love to see some micro consolidation, 5-10 minute consolidation out of the gates. But the fact it's gapping up tells me it's got attention to it. So I think that's more so just a dream.
Yeah, I think it's just likely going to do very similar to what IPDM did yesterday. This one was quicker than most, but once it broke, just took off. Beautiful 30-40% move. And that's the trade. I think, don't get greedy, don't hold on. That's kind of what I think on HWH. Obviously, this one's, I would have loved it to wait to break this 540 until obviously market open. Kind of already started going, but definitely some squeeze potential. For whatever reason, Chinese stocks have been super hot the past week. We also got CIGL, which is the new one here today. Singapore company, no news can be found on it. Low float. It's sketchy. And we've seen the same thing time and time again. Yesterday was AIHS. Great run. All right. So, yes, it could definitely put in a good run, but look at what happens afterwards. It just gets crushed. And that's kind of a standard approach on most of these Chinese stocks. So, CIGL, it's not the first one to the party. It's actually currently the last one to the party. So, what I tend to think is the more this happens, the more people know about it, the less likely it is to work. So I do think there's a chance that this one could run, but I think lower odds every following day. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Doesn't mean it's not a good trade, but don't like stacking the odds against us when we don't have to. Other gappers, ZNB, just holding up really nice. Solid low float, solid volume. It's just in this range right now, stuck between basically 250 and I'll even call it $2, and it's right in the middle. So I'm kind of waiting for it to pick a direction, see which way it wants to go. I don't think one of my main watches out the gates here. Honestly, this Bria is probably going to do nothing, so I'm going to delete that one. And then Open, which I warned everybody, I'm going to talk about this every single day until it works. Open, yesterday, I ended up basically having a break-even trade on this thing. Obviously, we bought it together on the stream. I ended up selling pretty much right there, essentially break-even trade. It did nothing yesterday, and that's fine with me because looking at the daily chart big picture, it's solid. Basically just had a nice little consolidation inside day. And, I'm not saying, again, today is the day, but as far as I'm concerned, I should say, this is setting up beautiful for that big picture breakout. It's still a potential trade, and I do want to be there when it happens. So the plan basically today is buy 520, and hopefully we break 520 real quick. And the days that Open runs, if we go back and look at this day, it just runs, boom, run. So that's kind of what I'm looking to see here on Open is a quick break of 520, and then kind of we don't look back. And that to me will tell that, today is the day. Obviously, that trade could not happen. We saw yesterday it chopped around a little bit, and I'm just going to take what it gives me. If it wants to run, I will ride it. And that's what I got.
I like it.
Yeah, I think that's all my tickers. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all we need. Oh, well, yeah, 3 minutes. Actually, just about 2 minutes till the market opens. Try to warm up my hands.
Word. Get him, cowboy. I'll do my best. Wrangle the shorts, as Bryce likes to say.
Wrangle them and dangle them.
Ruth's talking about Fannie Mae. Yeah, Fannie Mae was solid yesterday. Where's this gap in here today? Up a little bit. Look, this is a slow-moving chart, but it is a stunning breakout. It is beautiful. So it is an OTC. Keep that in mind. It definitely could be worth a potential trade. I probably won't touch it if Open goes because I want my focus to be there. But if Open dies out of the gates or something, yeah, I would consider Fannie Mae.
Does Tradefunder allow pre-market trading? Yes, you can start trading at 4 a.m. with Tradefunder. All right, 1 minute.
Someone says HWH looks like it's in America. I could care less. It's Chinese in my book. Look at this daily chart. That's all you need to know.
It's Greek to me.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Maybe it's not Chinese. Doesn't matter. The point is it is a very sketchy stock. It is following the Chinese trend. Whether it's China or not, we know what it's done. And China's the theme. China's hot. Steven says, so you think Fannie Mae has more to give? I do, based on yesterday being a big breakout. Like, that was like a multi-month, almost multi-year breakout. So if it only goes for one day, I guess what I'm saying is that would be rather disappointing. I do think there's probably more juice there in the tank. And we are almost ready. Ding a ding ding.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, open.
A ring a ding ding.
Ring a ding 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 dong.
What does the fox say? I got you, Bryce.
Thanks, man.
HWH is going. Let's see. I'll pull that chart up. Like I said, strong move. I anticipated to do exactly what IPDN did yesterday, which was basically straight up. Open going for 520. I might stab it over this little resistance level there. Yeah, I bought some.
I like it.
Nothing huge size because I do want the trend to confirm, but 520 I think should be the starts, and then hopefully, like I said, on the days open works, it just rips. And obviously solid start to my rip thesis there, but very early.
Yep.
Got to see how the dips hold before I get too confident and slap some big size. For now, I'd just be risking 510. Yeah, so already dipping on me, but we'll see. I might give it a little more down to 505 or so, just because I don't have big size. I'd rather not get chopped up if it actually works. Yeah, HWH solid. Did you take NEGG, Bryce?
I took a little bit. I had to chase it higher than I wanted to because my order box was not fully ready. But again, I have quite little faith in this actually working.
Little faith.
That's what my friends call me. BSLK looks like it kind of wants to try to do a dip and rip here. Again, I won't buy under VWAP, but
Open just being a choppy mess here.
this is why we wait until we take bigger size, right?
Yeah, for me, it's just got to pick a direction. I don't want it. Yesterday was choppy mess. Today definitely could be a choppy mess again. I just don't want to partake in that. If it's a choppy mess. ZNB pushing those highs. Nice. Let's see if it can consolidate a little for me. Signal, pretty aggressive dip and already starting to rip back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, open. You're picking the wrong direction, dog.
Yes, it is. Sigil, very aggressive dip and rip, and it's working. BSLK doing a little dip and rip there too through that 480 level. My baby girl NEGG going for 35. Oh my goodness.
It's college sweetheart.
My college sweetheart. Oh my gosh, I love her so.
Open. Yeah.
Yeah, not
I
loving
really
that.
don't have anything to make of this choppy grossness, so
I don't
I'll
love
just set a stop, I think, at 505 and see if it cleans up its act a little bit.
Cleans up its opening act, if you will.
Correct.
Thanks.
Ooh, ZNB. That was one I was not anticipating to rip based on that action, but it did straight to pre-market highs, clean breakout. HWH looking a little stuffy. Sigil stuffy too.
Yeah, Sigil not clean, but again, it would surprise me if that's the high.
Yeah, Sigil's trying to do it again. Round 2 or 3, sketchy Chinese stocks for the win.
FTW.
Oh, HWH, yeah, is this halted down? Yeah.
Oof. Wow,
Almost,
ZNB.
almost identical to IPDN.
HWH didn't have quite as much gas in the tank.
When everyone thinks it's going to do the same thing, it never works.
It does the opposite.
Never works. Too many people saying, oh, it's going to do exactly what IPDN did yesterday.
Nope.
Shocker. You got to be ahead of the curve.
Sigil.
There's
there
Sigil.
He goes.
Sigil. Hold up, Sigil.
Keeps trying to. I think they finally got it now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Dude, no. Whoa. See,
Man.
that's why they need a shot clock.
Yeah, Rice kept saying yesterday they need a shot clock on the halts. I'd be inclined to agree. That was crazy. That was a long potential halt that never happened.
Dude, I'm telling you, it should be illegal. They need a timer. Honestly, that's kind of a bearish sign, I feel like, for Sigil. We'll see. I mean, of course, it's still it broke pre-market highs, all that, but like that, fake halts generally aren't a good thing.
Open, pick a direction so I can move on with my life.
I feel like the direction it wants to pick is down.
I feel like the direction it wants to pick is sideways to drive me nuts.
Yeah, down until it goes back up. to a price where it looks decent, and then back down to a spot where you're like, how is this not working? And then you just question yourself the entire day.
Yeah.
ZNB.
Today's the day. Try again tomorrow. Sigil is the main one popping. BLSK just under VWAP. Not a big fan.
Yep.
Z and B. I just don't have a good read on it, to be honest with y'all.
But it is an impressive chart. And I mean, I hope it can go sideways a little bit more rather than just dip and then just break out. But I have this feeling that's not how it's going to work. Well, NEGG, or not NEGG, open.
Yeah, like I said, dead to me, but I'll be back tomorrow because I like pain apparently.
Dead to me until I fall in love with it again.
Yeah, until I do the same thing tomorrow.
It's a toxic relationship, folks.
One of these days is going to be beautiful. It'll be worth the pain.
That's what they say about love.
Yeah.
I would know. I've waited 7 years for NEGG. I never forgot about her.
Fannie Mae, yeah, creeping up nice. Didn't take any. Pretty much just looks like straight up morning spike. Solid OTC action. HWH. Oh, has it only been that long? I felt like it was longer.
Sigil. Oh my, Sigil. Whoa.
Another dip and rip here coming is BBLG. Really choppy pre-market, though. Is this a double halt, HWH? Oof.
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, Sigil. Is this a halt down?
Not yet. No. Halt level is 343.
That's some gnarly action.
Yeah, it is.
Shot clock, fake halt up. You called the top.
I'm telling you, that's generally speaking a pretty, I mean, but for those watching, fake halts really aren't good because what you end up getting are a lot of people that want to, you just get a lot of degenerates that when they see a halt, they buy because they think it's going to go up farther. And then before you know it, well, everyone who just bought that fake halt is now bagged and they got to sell. This Sigil is now kind of interesting, right? Because now it's the first Chinese scam ticker that seems to not be trying to run all day. Kind of a fake pre-market high break, a fake halt up. Could be interesting, to see if that changes the theme or if this is just kind of a one-off and maybe it traps and recovers and all the shorts think that they're in the money and they're safe. I will say it'd be pretty impressive if they caught this and then broke it out, but definitely we've seen crazier things the last couple of weeks.
BSLK couldn't get above VWAP. Pretty quick death. ZNMB, man. Like I said, I just can't get a read on it, but it just keeps grinding higher.
No glass walls on that one.
Next pretty cute, Bryce.
I know. I'm keeping a very close eye on it through 3450. I like that 3450 area a lot. Now, again, the volume is low, relatively speaking. When it's not trading millions of shares, but again, for the price of the stock, it's fine. Who was that guy on Twitter that he must be rich? The guy that announced he was shorting NEGG. It's like Markle or something.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about. He put out the short report on NEGG.
Yeah, he read that. It was literally 2 days later, it just started collapsing.
Yeah.
I think he got short at like 120 or something. The guy must be rich right now.
If he wasn't rich, he is now.
If he wasn't rich then, he is rich now.
Sigil ugly.
Yeah, I think that's a dunzo.
Again, we've had like what 3 days in a row of a Chinese pumper going straight up.
Yep.
Think about it. Is it really going to happen again? Do you really believe that?
Halted down at 318.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, clearly, probably a couple thousand people all thought it was going to happen again.
Yep.
The answer is no.
Oh, Martin Shkreli.
Thanks, Yoshi.
I want to do a Yoshi voice so bad.
I'd be impressed if you could do one.
Larsel. I don't know.
HWH long halts. You know, I don't want to bring it back because it's a toxic relationship, but open.
I'm not looking at this stuff.
Is that
I'm shielding my eyes.
I don't think I could try again. Oh, maybe I can because it's back to 520. Both the sketchy stocks are halted down. And we got ZNB. I think only probably matter of time on that one.
NEGG is feeling more and more disappointing by the second.
NEGG?
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, there it is. There it goes. Dude, if that goes red again, that is insane. That is just that'd be just straight up death.
I want to see what these are going to do unhalted. HWH and Sigil.
Yeah.
How crushed are they? Get a read on the momentum. Then ZNB. Is there really just no news on this thing? Is this a Chinese sticker too? Yeah, located in China. Straight up.
Marcel, who's to say that I left NEGG? She broke my heart.
Oh, open. You are going to do it. I have a feeling, bro. Shook everyone out. Slammed the shorts. Straight up. No mercy.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'm telling you. She's playing with my heart, my emotions. JD says, Matt opens your NEGG. I think so, but open might be more beautiful.
Hey.
Just saying.
Watch who you're talking to. That's my girlfriend we're talking about.
Man, I need another coffee to deal with these emotions on open.
I do not need another coffee at this moment, but I could use some clean price action.
Me too. Oh, open, you dirty girl. She's open for business. She is. She's not making it easy to be open for business, but let me tell you, she's there.
I can't just buy the strength here. I need a dip.
I can't either. I need another dip, bro.
It doesn't need to be a crazy one. I'm just not buying at 525.
Did HWH ever on halts? Did I get rid of that one?
Okay, that's a good enough one to start in.
Yeah. Death. I think that one's toast. For sure. Sigil's another minute. And open. I definitely want to see you hold red-green because VWAP's a little over red-green. If we get under VWAP and red again, I think it's going to be a bit of a mess. DMB doing the sketchy Chinese shuffle.
I like that. The sketchy Chinese shuffle.
It's like the salsa.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, Open. What are you doing for me? What are we doing, dance partner? Not wanting my money. That's what. Straight to red green again. Gnarly.
The range on this thing is just pretty crazy.
But it's not breaking out of the range, dude. This is crap yesterday.
Yeah, yes, it did.
For an hour, it was in this stupid 20-cent range. And it feels like we're doing exactly the same thing. Pick a direction. You can't make money if you go sideways. Yeah, quick shout out to Jay while I wait here on Open. Before we get out of here, just wanted to share my day 2 with Tradefunder, made $250. Thanks, you guys. 4 more days of profits coming to my pocket. I like it.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
I saw some Tradefunder questions in the chat as well. We'll talk about that here shortly. I will post the link, but maybe I can answer some of the questions while we are watching some stocks. Someone earlier, I saw them on Facebook posting. Kyle, from what I've read, they see how you do and go to their professional side who have the skill to be something. I could have been wrong, though, because you're limited on this account how much you can lose before being closed. Yeah, so Kyle, it's true on both the gains and the losses. Think of it kind of like this is your starter account, your trial account, where absolutely, yes, you can trade, you can make money, but there is a cap on that account before they'll then start upgrading you. And an upgrade, in my opinion, is a good thing, right? What does that mean? That means they'll give you bigger accounts, they'll give you more resources, and, well, in turn, hopefully you make more money and they make more money too. But with this account, it is definitely a great place to get started. So again, I think of it kind of like an intro account. That's probably the best way to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
He also followed up and said that it looks like 80-20 profit splits about normal. I actually think it's a little bit better than normal, especially on an initial account. Even if you were to go the traditional route, get your Series 7, you got to get licensed to be a prop trader, which takes like 6 months. It's a pain in the butt. And you went to a normal prop firm, they probably start you out at like 50-50. This is a way to kind of jumpstart all of that. And, well, that's why we're here talking about it, because it's exciting. Let's see. Any other questions I missed about that? Jamie says, how high do you think Open gets? Look, if Open works, I think you go to 7 or 8. Big if on if it works. I mean, this chart is beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. It's just got to go.
It is close.
It wants to go, but it's got to go. Yeah, those Chinese stocks, destruction.
Yeah.
Come on, Open. Over 525. If you get above that and start ripping, I'm a lot more confident. Dale says, where do you get your alerts from? My brain. I know that was a stupid answer, but yeah, kind of. Like, I'm watching stocks. I just I use Stocks Trade. Here we go. Open. Blast through.
It wants it. It wants it. Yeah, high of day.
More.
More.
I'm not
power.
convinced, Open, until you're at 6. I won't believe in you until you're at 6.
Will you believe in life after love?
Depends how bad Open does me dirty.
That's true. It's kind of
yeah. This is a big company too. We trade a lot of small caps here, but it's always good to just say it. Like, Open is not going to go straight to 6. If it's going to go to 6 today, it's going to take like 4 hours. It's just going to be a slow mover. JY, I was searching through the chat for questions. Says, can options be traded on Tradefunder? The answer is yes, they do have an options account. Now, the link that I shared with you is only for a discounted stock trading account. Okay, so they have different accounts for that. If you want to go to Tradefunder's website, I don't have a discount for the options. You can pay the full price. It's not that bad in the grand scheme of things, but that is an account that you can get started with. Let me go click that link, though, that I've shared with you, because that's where you can go, and we keep talking about Tradefunder. That's where you can sign up for that Tradefunder account here. Open. Anyways, as I was saying, Tradefunder, open. I love you. I might believe in life after love, especially for anyone who uses that link to go get a Tradefunder account. Here's why. Tradefunder allows you to get a fully funded trading account with up to $100,000 in buying power. Now, what does that mean for you? For you, for $800, all right? I'm just going to shoot it out there. For $800, you can get started with this account and leverage up to $100,000 in buying power. Why? Because they are betting on you. They're betting to fund you. Why are they doing that? Because if you go out there, you take it seriously, you have a lot of success, you're making a lot of money on open, like that stock's going straight up right now, they get a small split of your profits. That's what I was talking about earlier with the 80-20 profit split. So they do get 20% of your profits. You keep 80. Considering how much they're giving you and how little they are taking, call me crazy, I think that's kind of a home run situation, especially for new traders. Now, is this perfect for everybody? Of course not. You know, it's life. Nothing's perfect. But as far as I can tell, I've used them from people's comments. It is a great first step, especially for brand new traders. You get low risk. $800 is all you're putting into the accounts. There are some risk management in place, which Bryce loves to go over, so I'll let him go over here in a second. And you get $100,000 to buy with. You can lose more money than you put into the account, and there's no risk to you. And the sky is the limit on the profit potential on your starter account. I will say, we talked about this as well. There's a $15,000 cap. That's just on the starter account. If you hit that, which I hope you do, you've got a lot of profit. We're excited for you. Tradefunder will reach out to you, and they'll talk about how you can get some of their more advanced accounts. And I know here at Stocks Trade, there are several people and traders who've done that. Gene, I don't know if he's with us today. Gene's got a $100,000 account with them that he's using to trade with. He's seeing success. What they want to do is they're going to bet on you, give you this starter account. And if you prove that success, that's where the sky really can be the limit. Okay. Yep. So let me know if there's any questions on all of that. There is a commission there on Tradefunder. But again, you know, we've talked about this every day in one way, shape, or form. If you prefer to step over $100 bills to pick up pennies, again, I think we've got bigger problems here. Okay. If you don't want to pick up a $100 bill because you're going to pay 5 cents, rearrange the priorities. I pay commissions every day. I don't even want to know how much I've paid in commissions this year. You look at big traders. I was reading a Twitter thread the other day. Some trader who made like $10 million. Guess what? You paid $2 million in commission. That's life. All right. Would you make $8 million? Would you want to make $10 million knowing you paid $2 million in commission? Call me crazy. I would take that every day of the week. Would I want to make $100,000 if I knew I had to pay $10,000 in commission? Call me crazy. I would take the 90 grand. That's just me. But anyways, Alan says it's a penny per share. That is not true. That's really expensive. I think it depends, and you can negotiate your commissions with them just like you can negotiate them anywhere. I want to say I pay like 0.00. What do I pay, Bryce? 0.05. Is it? I thought it was 0.03. I could be totally.
Might be 0.03.
I literally don't even look at commissions because I'm just focused on the trades. So Tom says the sport told me if I had $15,000, I'd get an offer to join the prop firm. No lie. Exactly. And that's a really cool scenario. You know, some of those prop traders out there, they're not usually big, active, vocal on Twitter. I'm sure there's some, you know, legal stuff for that, but it's not uncommon to see prop traders make $100,000. Some of the best make $1 million a month. And obviously they've done it a lot. They've worked hard, but having that extra money to trade with, not having the mental burden of knowing you're risking your own accounts and the unlimited upside, is, well, exciting.
Incredible.
Let's see here. There's a monthly fee for Tradefunder, says Patrick. Yes, Patrick, go click the link. Everyone, their mother, their brother, send it to your cousin. Go click the link that I put in the chat. You'll see everything on this page. I guarantee every question you've got here is on this page. You can get started with that $800. There is a monthly platform fee. That is to use their platform, their data, which is fantastic. You can use their downloadable platform. You can use their mobile platform. You can use their website platform. That comes out, we did the math the other day, to like $5 a day. Again, if you don't want to pay $5 a day because you don't think you can make $5 trading, I think we got to adjust some expectations here. $5 trading is not crazy. I don't think I can return cans in Texas, but in New York, you could go get 5-cent cans. I only need, I don't know, like 100 of them, and I've got $5. I can find those.
Open.
Run it back open. I'm excited today. Anyways, Bryce, I've been talking for a while. So does anything you want to say here about Tradefunder?
Real quick, Tom brings up a great point, by the way, guys. If you don't see an answer to your question, just email them the question. They've responded to every email I've ever sent them. It's instant. They're phenomenal. So yes, if there's a question that you still have, by the way, we don't get to it, or you don't see it on their website, shoot them an email. Number two, listen, I know Matt was saying earlier, I really like talking about the risk management, and I won't stick too long on it because, again, you can go over to the website and you can see the risk management rules for yourself. But all I want to say is that I think that is one of the single best things that you can do. Like, not only are you getting access to a bigger account than you're probably able to trade with yourself, but you have to trade well. Risk management is like the number one rule or number one reason that most traders fail is they have bad risk management. They're going to force you to have good risk management. And I don't think it could be a better win-win scenario anywhere across the board for yourself. You got the bigger account, you're not putting in much money, you're not personally risking much, but they still make you be a good trader. And so that way, as you grow and ideally cross that $15,000 barrier and get access to that bigger account, now you're already you're in a position to make sure you put yourself in a position to make sure that you're going to continue that level of success, even with a bigger account, that you're not getting crazy ballsy off the rail. You're just doing the right thing. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of add to that quick. Matt, you covered basically everything we needed to talk about, I think.
Yeah, the Wick Tickler, who has been a long time lurker. I know he was saving up for Tradefunder. He just got his Tradefunder, so just want to give him a shout out because he said, I got it on Monday using the mobile app only. Took a little getting used to. Love it. 73% win rate so far. Say less. Amazing. I love it, Wick Tickler. That's why we're here. We're going to keep being here. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully open. I said it's going to take all day to get to $6. It doesn't seem to care. It's a honey badger. It's just going straight up. It might go to $6 here before lunchtime. But awesome trade. I see Quitonic says he made 2K. Shout out to you.
Beautiful.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm fired up. Open. I do believe in life after love.
I do too.
That's all I got. Anyways, my main watch today is going to be open. I did, disclaimer, sell like a third of my position there at like roughly 560. I just locked in a little bit. But I want to ride this trend. I do think this could go to $6 or $7 if it gets bananas, if it gets crazy. So I'm just going to let the trend tell me. If it does something like it did yesterday, where for an hour it goes sideways, and then we break down under this support, that's just going to be my sign to sell. Hopefully it does that way up here. But yeah, I'm watching it. I'm going to try to be as patient as possible and just kind of let the trade work for me. Don't be ashamed to lock in profits along the way, though. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's all I got. Opens my main watch.
Yep, me too. That's finally opening up out of its range too. So very exciting.
And then OPAD. I just saw OPAD. I don't like this one as much. Let me be clear. It hasn't traded as cleanly, but again, it's finally starting to go. And this is a solid breakout look as well. So your homework is to sign up for Tradefunder. I'm going to put it in the chat. Get Tradefunder here. Again, sweet discount using that StocksTrade link. It's only available for you since you show up to this webinar. If you do want to share it with somebody, that's fine. I know someone here, I haven't seen him in a couple of days. He bought an account for himself and his son, which is super cool.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, trade together. Anyways, folks, that's all I got.
Me too. All right, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Is today Thursday? Yeah, happy Thursday.
Peace.
Peace, everyone.